Here's a review of the ESCAPADE gear pouch by Bond Travel Gear. The short version is, if you are a mobile tech person that needs to carry a lot of your electronics accessories as you move from place to place, this is probably the best pouch there is. I am a pouch person. I have many different versions, from very cheap no-name brand ones to expensive, equally expensive or more expensive admin pouches from a lot of the name technical brands. For my need, because I'm not really using this to carry tactical gear or tools out in the woods and so forth, I find this to be the best setup. Let me show you what I have inside. So literally, this is as I have packed my stuff coming off of an airplane. So it opens up. One of the really nice things about this pouch is it opens flat, right? Which makes getting to your things much easier. So I throw my AirPods in this really cool case in there. Usually I just throw it on the top after I close it, because I use this obviously a lot. Then the way this is set up, this side has a pocket that runs a full length, and this is kind of my MacBook Pro actually side, that charger and the cable, right? On the other side, it's for my phones and everything else. So here I have a slim 8,000 milliamp hour rechargeable battery pack that has Qi charging built in, so which means I can just pop my iPhone on top of it and it will charge without needing a cable. Very useful. And the other side, I have cables. This one is a micro USB for my headphones and such, and then an Anker charger that has high output. So this is charging for everything else. Cable. I am never a big fan of these elastic loops. Again, if you are carrying Leathermans and tools and flashlight, they make sense. But honestly, for a tech guy, I'm not carrying those things around. So lip balm, some cables, and then bookmarks. What's so cool about these guys is, normally I don't like them because, like you can tell, things tend to fall through very easily if they are not stretching the elastic. But in this case, they have a piece of sticky rubber in the middle. So even though if it doesn't fit very well, it kind of stick to the thing and makes it a little bit more secure, which is great design. On this side, a small pocket and then a zipper pocket. I actually have not found any use for it. I assume if I have smaller adapters and things, I can just throw it in there. And then finally, in the middle, they have a little space for a pen. And you can tell this is kind of stuck in there again because there is some elastic in the middle. So very secure. So this open flat design works really well for my usage. On the outside, there's this outside zip pocket. It doesn't have any extra space in it, right? So it's only good for flat items. So in here, obviously, I would put my emergency duct tape and a very flat container of a couple of Advils, and then of course Band-Aids. So those goes in here, and then the rest carries everything that I need as I go between offices, either driving around or sometimes when I travel from office to office. This will go onto the plane with me, and then as I land, head into an office, I can just take this thing out and everything I needed in here. So before this, I used to have all this stuff spread out in a couple of different pouches, right? So I would have some chargers in here, smaller stuff in here, battery pack in here, and so forth. So this system is the way I had it before, but the more pouches you have, there are extra materials, extra space that you don't need. So now, the way this is designed, it's so well that all this stuff goes inside and it still maintains a very small profile. So I think the way it's designed for organization really fits my needs, and that's why I really like it. Now, this thing is not perfect. I have two small complaints. One is just a choice of material. This material obviously is very durable, but you can tell, or maybe not, but you can tell that it picks up dirt quite easily. So that's specks of fluff on there just because. And the other thing is, so there is a little loop here, but I really wish they put one band of material here so that I can just hook into it and carry this thing or carry it this way, kind of like the Cargo Works pouches. This is a very, very well designed piece of kit. I wish I picked it up earlier, but now this is going to be my pouch for kind of everyday use. Highly recommend it.